Hello, my lovelies. Today, or tonight, I'm going to show you how to do all different kinds of washi tape, handmade washi tape. Most of these I've never tried before, but I have seen them in a number of tutorials. I'm not going to name them all off because there's tons of them. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of them. So it's up to you what you want to do and what you want to use. You can use all different kinds of tapes, any kind of adhesive, and anything will work. Pretty much anything will work, whatever you want to use. So I'm just going to show you a few examples that I did here. This is try not to get too close. This is just a tulle material, a fall tulle material that I've actually shown in a couple of my other videos. That's all that is, and that's on the, what's that called? Packing tape. Just packing tape, regular packing tape. That's all I did, was cut a piece big enough to fit the width of the packing tape and stuck it onto that, and this is what I ended up getting. So it doesn't matter if it's there's no stickiness on the other side, because all you have to do is, when you do want to use this as a border or something like that, you want to use it for anything, is just use your double-sided sticky tape to adhere it to whatever it is that you want. So that was used with packing tape and tulle. All different kinds of tulle. You can use any kind of pattern tulle. This one is wallpaper that I did. Just a little strip of wallpaper. I'm going to show you some of the examples that I have for wallpaper. And then I used double-sided sticky tape for that. So you can peel the backing off of this and use it as a washi tape. Okay, so that's a wallpaper sample. And then this one, same thing, packing tape I just used. Sorry, I'm going to turn it around here so you can see. Packing tape and stamps. I just used some stamps. Try and get a little closer. I can't quite see exactly what it is I'm showing you and what you can actually see, so I'm trying. Actually, I'm going to turn it around so you can. There's no reflection. Apologize. So you can see some of the stamping on there. All different kinds of stamps that I used. So you can do the same thing with this. You can, as I said, you can use anything, and all this is I forget what it's called. Crepe paper. It's just the kind of paper you throw up when you're doing birthday parties and stuff like that. That's all that is, and it's put on to the packing paper or packing tape. That's all it is. So again, when you want to use this for design on anything, when you put your stamps on and everything like that, then all you have to do is use your double-sided sticky tape to put it on the back. Okay, so there's a couple examples of what I've done here. Now I'm going to do it with, I'm actually doing this video because I have a swap going on in my group, Friends in the Creation of Arts Studio. We have a handmade washi tape swap going on, so I wanted to show some of the ladies who've never done it before just exactly how easy it is, and that you can virtually use anything to do it with. So I'm just going to cut a strip here that's wide enough for me to use my double-sided sticky tape. As I said, you can use any kind of tape as long as it's going to hold whatever it is that you use. You can make it any length, any width, whatever the width of your tape is. Any kind of tape, as long as it's sticky enough to hold whatever it is that you're going to stick it to. Okay? So I'm just going to cut this to the size of my... Oops, actually, I'll measure it first so I don't mess it up. Oh. I got butterfingers today. I apologize for that. Alright. So all you want to do is just take your tape that you're using. If you're not sure of the width and you don't want to like take a ruler and have to measure it and then do it on the paper or whatever and all that fun stuff. So all you do is just take the size of your washi tape. Make a little mark as to how wide it is. Line up your mark. Just fun things that you can do. So many things you can do. As I said, I've watched a few tutorials, but I haven't seen them, like they've all used like certain kind of tapes. And I thought, well, you can use any kind of material and any kind of tape, because all it takes is for you to put that double-sided tape on the back of whatever it is you just did. Okay, so you can use anything. Don't think that you have to use a certain tape. As I said, as long as it's sticky and it's going to hold whatever it is that you want to put on it. Okay, so this is crepe paper. I've got wallpaper. I've got tulle. Like, I love this. I absolutely love this. This I just thought of, and I haven't seen it done yet. I haven't seen anybody do it, so I don't know if I'm the first to do it. I don't know. I'll have to look it up, and if I did, then I'm the first to actually think about it. So good for me. But yeah. So as I said, you can use any kind of tape that you want. And when you're ready to stick it onto whatever you want to use it, as I said, use your double-sided sticky tape to stick it onto that, because your double-sided sticky tape will not show through. You're not going to see the tape itself. Okay? Alright, so all I'm going to do here, I'm going to show you a few different things that I have here that I can do it with. As I said, I'm doing this for the ladies in our group because we're doing a swap. I'm actually in the swap with the ladies. So, I'm going to do a couple of these, actually, because it's such pretty paper. You can use your pattern paper, you can use tulle, you can use any kind of material, anything that you want to use. Don't think that you just have to use paper and stuff. You can use anything as long as it's going to stick to the tape. Anything you want to use. Don't think that you're held to just using what everybody else is showing. That's how I came up with the tulle. Like I said, I didn't see it done anywhere. I just thought of it actually before I started the video of what you can do. There we go. That might be a little bit off here, but that's okay. That's all right. So there's 2 strips. Put that aside. Put this aside. And it's amazing because you've got all that beautiful designer paper that you can use anything. Like, you can use all that designer paper that you love. As I'm showing you here, this is a really beautiful designer paper that I have, and it's got sparkles. It's just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous paper. You know? So you can use that as a washi tape. You can use anything. Okay, so all you do is flip your pattern over, whatever pattern you're using. Keep your pattern down because you want that to be the part that's going to be showing. And then get your washi tape and try to, as best as you can, try and line it up as best as you can, just so you don't have to do that extra cutting and end up ruining the paper or anything. So do the best that you can to line it up. That's all you're going to do. Do it little by little, keeping it as straight as possible. I'm only doing it this way because I don't like mess ups. That's just how I am. But you don't have to worry about that. If you don't care too much about it, don't worry about it. And it's that easy. And then if you want to add like what is it called? If you want to ink your edges to make it a little bit more stand out a little bit more, I think I might use a little bit of green. Not too dark. Don't want it too dark. It's more like a bluish green. It's not too bad. So all I'm doing is just inking my edges, and then when you put that on, whatever it is that you're going to put it on, it's going to make it stand out even more. And because it's paper, it's flexible. I loved using the tool. I'm gonna actually show you how I did that, so it's not so hard to do. But the only problem I'm having is the roll of packing tape that I have is a cheap roll, so it keeps tearing in one spot, so I'm gonna have to fix it before I actually do that. I actually should have did that before I started the video. I just forgot to. And there you go. There is your designer paper. And it, like I said, it's just amazing what you can use. You can use anything that you want to use. So there you go. You have your washi tape. So I'm going to show you too what you can roll it up on instead of using straws. I know lots of people use straws. I did too. When I very first did this a few months back, I used straws too, but I find that because you're using paper, it's going to be a little, it's, I don't quite know how to explain it, but because the paper is thicker, it's going to be a little bit harder to roll it around such a small area. So I'm going to show you how you can go about rolling that onto something else. Alright, same thing. I apologize if I keep clearing my throat. It's still a little bit scratchy. Here we go. So we have a few swaps that we're doing this month. Quite a few. I think it's 6 of them in total that we're doing this month. There you go. Same thing. Done. That fast. There you go. You have this beautiful washi tape that you can use for anything. Just fabulous. Again, you can ink the edges if you want. Alright, so now I'm going to use my beautiful tool here. I'm going to use a different color, as you can see. Yep, you can see that. As you can see, it's got beautiful little leaves here. And now because the packing tape that I'm using is a lot wider, I can get a much wider strip here, and I'm going to get the full leaf of whatever it is that I cut out here. The only thing is that I have to cut by hand whatever it is that I want to use. So, if you have pattern material like this, like I said, you can use anything that you want to use. Whatever your heart's desire, go ahead and use it. So all I'm doing is lining it up. I have bad nerves, so I kind of shake a lot and jolt a lot. So there we go. I'm just going to do my start line. The other thing you can do too, I'm going to try and do it. I don't know if I can do it. I have just a piece of glass here. If you're going to do what I'm going to do right now, if you're going to do this, then it is better for you to use it on glass or something that's really, really tough, really thick. Just so I find glass is better. I'm going to say stick to glass. Make sure your ruler is straight too, that it doesn't have any jagged edges in it. I learned that with a couple of the strips that I did do it with. I do have a jagged edge on the one side here, so I'm going to stay away from that jagged edge and use the other side. So, it's just amazing what you can do with materials and stuff. Like, I can't believe that. As I said, I don't know if I came up with this, but I'm amazed that you can actually do this, and you can still use it. It doesn't matter. You can still use it. As I said, you just use your double-sided sticky tape, and there you go. You have a beautiful pattern on tape that you can put onto anything. I don't know how well this is going to work because I didn't do it with the last one. So I'm just going to be careful here. It might be a little bit tougher. Yeah, it's going right into my thing. Just because it's a material, it doesn't grab as easily. So if you can, try and hold your material at the same time. There we go. Okay. I only have a little, like, I don't know, maybe 13 inches by 10 inches to 10 inch spaced. Well, no, 13 by maybe 15 inches space here to work with, so I apologize here. Alright, I'm just going to move that up a little bit. And as I said, try and keep it as straight as possible. It doesn't matter if it does overhang a little bit. It's not a big deal because you can trim it afterwards. Again, like I said, hold your material and your ruler at the same time, nice and taut. You need that nice and taut. And there we go. And there's our piece. Isn't that gorgeous material? I actually got this at the Dollarama here in Canada. That's where I got this from. I have a whole bunch of them. And as I said, I'm in the swap that I created in our group there. So I've got a few ladies that have really liked some of the materials that I got. So I'm gonna, with the girl that I'm in the swap with, I'm going to send her some of the materials. Okay. That's why I also think it's better to use a piece of glass. Or some kind of like a board, one of your craft boards. Alright, so now the only issue I have, like I said, with this is that some of it, for some reason, it just, yeah, it's doing it already. Pain in my butt. That's what happens when you buy cheap sometimes. Apologize for the loudness. There it goes again. Piece of crap. Alright, this is going to be pretty hard for me to do because it's torn. And because this is all buckled at one end, I didn't realize that when I did it. So, buttons. Just going to try and get that as flat as possible and even as possible and not let it buckle on me. Okay. Friggin' knew you were gonna do that, you piece of crap. Alright, so I can only go so big right now because of that happening. But that's okay. That's okay. Let's see how easy it is to fix. So easy. Of course, it's going to make me look like an idiot because I'm doing a video on it. But you get the idea. I don't want to stick another piece of tape on that because it will show up and it'll look quite silly. So there you go. There's your other piece of washi tape. Okay, so like I said, if you have any overhang, very easy to cut off. I should have actually left that strip on. I gapped right out on that. You need to have a little overhang of tape on the edge of whatever it is that you're going to use for washi tape, just so that that will stick to the roll that I'm going to show you how to do. So all I'm doing right now is I'm just going to trim, try to, with my shaky, crazy nerves. I know you're laughing at me. It really drives me crazy how bad my nerves are. I know you don't need to see me do this, but I'm going to do it. crooked there. Oh well, good enough. Do you see how shaky I am? Do you know how annoying this is? For me to do crafts most of the time when it comes to so minute things that I have to do. Oh, it just drives me crazy. There we go. That didn't take too long. There we go. Alright, so there you go. There's how you can do your, whatever it's called. Okay. And as I said, just take your double-sided sticky tape and put it right on there. And it'll stay on whatever it is you want to use. Okay. Now I'm going to try and find a nice roll. I have a whole crap load of designer like this. You guys are gonna love this. For some of you that love this kind of art. This is, you can see that. Isn't that beautiful? And this is wallpaper. It's so gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. But you see the really fine detail in there? You can use that too. I'm not going to cut this up. I don't want to because these are going to be a lot of these papers that well, pretty much all of them, I'm going to be using for designer books that I'm going to create and eventually sell. But yeah, see, isn't that gorgeous? Just beautiful. And you can go into, if you have a wallpaper store in your town, wherever you are. I don't know because of where you live, but in certain wallpaper stores, they will give you free samples. They'll give you books too, but where I live, you have to rent them and you have to bring them back. So I couldn't use the books because of what I was going to do with these. Now I know Stacy Evans of Pink Little Crafts. She's the first person that I had seen do this. She had gotten books, but I guess she got them for free. Actually, she got them at the Creative Use store where she lives there in her town. So she got the books for pretty much cheap, and she uses all the paper for all different kinds of things. So what you can do is to go into a wallpaper store, and anybody and everybody knows you can go in and get free samples. So that's the best thing for you to do, is to go in and get free samples and go in with a design, some kind of a design that you're thinking of doing, and don't tell them that you're using it for crafts, because they're not going to be too happy about that, because most of the rolls of these papers are pretty expensive. So as you can see here, I'm just going to quickly show you a few of them. These are birch trees, as you can see. Just gorgeous paper, absolutely gorgeous paper. And you know, I can actually take a whole strip of that. I might do that. Alright, I'm going to do that. Yeah, so you can go into any wallpaper store if it does it in your town. I don't know. I don't live there, so. And just ask for samples. Like I said, go in with an idea of what it is that you want, because it helps them to go around, because they know where all the designs and everything are. So it helps make it easier for them when they're giving you the examples of the wallpaper, samples of the wallpaper, I mean. Yeah, go in with a design idea. I just went in and said anything black and white, and this is what I came out with. I came out with about 40 different samples, and they were still willing to give me more, but I was already in there for an hour, and I thought, no, I can't do anymore. The gentlemen were so nice to do what they did, so. But yeah, I have like an amazing amount of beautiful, beautiful designs of all this wallpaper. It's just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. I love it all. Just beautiful. You can see that too. Sorry, trying to hold it away from the light so you can see. Isn't that gorgeous? Like, that's going to look gorgeous on a book. As I said, I got all these samples to use for designer books that I'm going to use eventually down the road, because I need better materials to do them. I want to do like a lot of vintage. I want to, like you saw with the Japanese paper there, I want to do like a Japanese book and stuff like that. But because of some of the designs and how big they are, I have to make them fairly big. So I was thinking like maybe albums and stuff like that. But like I said, I'm not too sure yet. I have to wait until I get the actual materials. So it's going to take me a while to build it up. But yeah, go into your wallpaper store and just let them know that you're looking for samples for your wallpaper. It doesn't matter if it's for your bedroom, your bathroom, whatever. It just makes it easier when you have a design, not a design in mind, but a color theme. Try and stay with a color theme. That way you're not going around, because trust me, when you go in and you see all this gorgeous paper, you're going to be overwhelmed yourself with the amount of wallpaper that's in there. I was just like all over the place. I was just loving everything. So try and not let this pull away. Try and get it as close to the edge. As I said before, make sure you have that one little edge sticking over the end so that you can stick it to the roll that I'm going to show you how to make. A little messed up, but that's okay. There you go. And it's just so simple. It's so simple to do. It's amazing how easy this is to do. Keep that. And I'm just going to trim it straight as I possibly can. I have a few ideas that some videos that I've seen of some techniques from like way back in the day. You know, I'm talking like the 1980s and stuff like that, that I don't know, maybe people haven't seen before, or you know, stuff like that, that I'm gonna show you that, you know, maybe you've forgotten about or have never seen before. I'm gonna show you some techniques that you can do with different kinds of things. Eventually. I'm not gonna do it all tonight, just eventually. So there you go. You have this beautiful birch paper now. And it's just, like I said, it's so easy to do. So easy. Amazingly easy. So I pretty much got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rolls of washi tape already. Alright, let's see what else here. And then this here. This is I'm not too sure what it says, but it's French of some kind. I don't read French. I don't talk French, so I don't know. But if you can see that there, just beautiful, beautiful lettering. Gorgeous lettering there. You can see that? Yeah, you can see that. Just gorgeous. And the feel of this is just amazing, the texture on this, because the letters are in what are they called? Kind of embossed into the paper. So all of this design is all embossed into the paper, and the feel of it is beautiful. It's just beautiful. I love this wallpaper. It's gorgeous. So if I wanted to, I could take this whole design, or I can take some of this, or I can take some of that. Like, it's just endless what you can do with wallpaper. So many different things that you can do. So I'm going to do that. As I said again, I'm just going to cut out a big piece here. big enough that I know it's going to fit, but not enough where I'm going to cut into something where I don't want to cut the rest of it off. And you get the wallpaper samples for free. You don't have to pay for the samples. So you can go in with many different kinds. That's why I said it's better for you to go in with an idea of what it is that you're looking for. Color, pattern, design, anything. And you can come out with so many different kinds. It's just like, I can't even show you. This is an entire bag full of wallpaper. It's full, like full of wallpaper. As you can see, all that wallpaper, and they're all tucked inside of each other. Just like so many designs, just crazy amount of designs like this. This is beautiful. Look at this wallpaper, guys. It's just gorgeous, the designs you can get. Again, and this is embossed. So it's just crazy. It's crazy. And you get it for free, you know? It's just crazy. Oops. I'm going to end up knocking everything down in my room. And then again, like I said, you can use your designer papers if you want. Scrap pieces of paper. Like I have all this. I know I can make like cards and stuff like that out of it. But, you know, I can take strips out of it and use that as washi tape too, because it's beautiful paper. It's just amazing the things that you can do for washi paper. You can take music sheet paper. Like I have here. I have a few pieces of music sheet paper that's just that I used on a little booklet that I made, and that's the strip that was left over. So I can take that and I can use that as washi tape too. Like, you know, you can use anything. Anything. Alright, so what I'm going to do now. Hoping. Okay, I'm going to try and get that as close and straight as possible. As I said, same thing with the end. Leave a little bit on the end. Keep it as straight as possible. Now I'm going to have to go off to the side a little bit because of that little bit of a tear there. But that's okay. I know my daughter's like ready to probably kill me right now because it is like 9 o'clock at night when I'm doing this and my grandkids are in bed. And there you go. You have your own designer washi tape. Like, just amazing. It's amazing what you can do. Absolutely amazing. Alright, so let's take hole. I have this ginormous book. Like, the thickness of this book is crazy. Look how thick that book. Just ginormously thick. And it's all this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous paper. Tons of it. So I'm just gonna go through and quickly pick something. See, like pattern paper like this, washi tape. Make it into washi tape. Just amazing what you can do with your own paper, you know? I'm going to be sitting here for a couple hours, I think, doing this because I'm having so much fun doing it. Just beautiful paper. Gorgeous. Trying to find something I'm really, really liking. See if I can do it with that too. Beautiful. Not much of a green color girl. Polka dots, you know. It's amazing. I'm absolutely blown away by what you can make with all of this. Let's go for something else here. Just trying to find something that I want to use. I'm good for that. See? Just, it's crazy. You can use so many, like all of your designer papers, like all the strips that you're not using, all the leftover scraps, you know, you can make them all into a homemade, handmade washi tape. It's a cute one. Beautiful. As I said, because I'm doing a swap in my group there, I'm doing a swap with one of the ladies, so I'm just trying to find something where I can come up with a couple of different designs to send to my partner. So what you guys are watching is what's going to be sent to the girl that I'm in the swap with. Like it's amazing what you can do. I'm just amazed what you can do. I like that. Yeah. I apologize, it's taking a couple of minutes to do this, guys. Bear with me. Gorgeous, darling, gorgeous. So I think we'll put that through. And these I'm just going to use for actual double-sided tape. Sorry guys, I'll be right back. I know, I'm not supposed to leave, I know. I'll be right back. I'll be quick. Alright, I'm back. Get out of my way, bag. It's just amazing the things that you can do to make washi tape. And like when I was watching the videos there, it's like they were all sticking to like papers pretty much, and I thought, well, what else can you use, you know? What else can you use it with? And then I thought, oh, let's try my tool, you know? Like it's unbelievable the things you can do. Like you don't have to stick to one thing. It's just crazy. I know I keep saying it, but it is. It's just crazy the amount of things you can use. So many different kinds of things. I'm just going to finish these up and you guys kind of get the idea of what it is that you can do. And come up with your own ideas. And let me know what you do. Please. Send me some pictures. Leave me a comment. I'd love to see what it is you guys come up with. Like I've got like tons of ideas running through my head of things that I can do it with. It's just endless. Like anything. It's endless what you can do. Like I was even thinking of like embossed paper where you can take your Sizzix or your Cricut embossing papers or whatever they're called, pages, and you can put the design into your paper and then stick it on. Double-sided sticky tape, like it's endless what you can do, completely endless. And it's just, I can't wait to send these to my partner. She's gonna love them. Now, because you're using double-sided sticky tape with the strips like this, if you're using double-sided sticky tape, all you gotta do is take a little piece of normal tape and stick it on the back there so that you can roll it. Or sorry, no, you don't want to put it on the front because it will rip that once you're trying to take it off. I don't know. It's up to you what side you want to put it on. But you usually want to roll everything inwards like that. And like I said, I'm going to show you how you can do that. Very simple. Very, very simple. I actually forgot about that. So let me just get these 3 strips done, and then I'm going to show you how to do that quickly, and then we're done. Yeah, so any other ideas you guys come up with that you can use that on, like with tulle, with clothing, you can do it with clothing if you wanted to. Seriously, you can do it with clothing too. It's just endless what you can do with this stuff. As long as it'll hold on the tape, you're good to go. And it's just so fast and so simple. Like all that beautiful paper. So don't throw those scraps away. You should never throw your scraps away anyways. There's another thing that I wanted to show my members of either my YouTube channel or my Facebook group or my friends in the Creation of Art Studio. I wanted to show them a few different techniques of things that you can do with your leftover papers, like scrap, like this. You can turn all of that into mushed paper and make your own handmade paper. And I'm going to show you sometime soon how you can do that. So save all your strips, all your scrap. Sorry, didn't mean to say crap. Scrap papers, and probably within a week I will show you guys how you can go about doing that. So there you go. There's 3 more strips. So we had a limit of 16 or more to do in the group. So I think I have one. Oops, my stuff is in the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. One more. I need. And I'm pretty much done. My rolls are done, and it took me like less than a half an hour, around about a half an hour to do it all. So it's just so easy to do. Okay, so now I just need to find. Where is it? I'm just trying to think of where I put my Where did I put them? Where did I put them? Here. This is what you need for your rolls, okay? Just a toilet paper roll or paper towel roll, doesn't matter, anything, okay? So what you're gonna do is cut it in half. Oops. Okay. And depending on the width of your washi tape, which is probably about there. If I don't have to measure, I won't. I try to stay away from measuring as much as possible. I'm good at it. I have no problems with doing it. I just hate having to pull the ruler out and, you know, all that nonsense. So if you're doing this and you're going to be doing handmade washi tape, make sure you got a few rolls of paper towel rolls or toilet paper rolls. Save your toilet paper rolls. There's lots of things you can do with that too. gonna do 3 for your one. I lost my piece. Oh, goodness. Alright, now, I have regular, there it is. Sorry guys, hang on, I just need a drink. Oops, sorry about that. So, that concerns me a little bit. So I'm just going to peel that off. And you only need it to be a fair size. It doesn't have to be humongous. Okay, so you just take that. Make sure it's good sticky tape because you need it to hold it. You really need it to hold it. All you're doing is rolling it into your, you don't need it any bigger than that. Oops, sorry. No bigger than that. Probably an inch wide. Sorry, half an inch. No, about an inch wide. 3/4 to an inch wide. To hold it on there good. And it's good to get it close to the edge like that, if you can see. I have the tape right up to the edge here. And then overlapping here because I'm going to put that on the inside to hold the rest of it together. It doesn't matter if it's even, the actual tube, it doesn't matter if it's even or not. It's just a tube. It's just to hold your washi tape on. Now if you're a perfectionist like me where it's driving you crazy that it's sitting there like that, then give it a little trim. Okay, and all you're going to do is take the tape that's left over on the side there. If it's sticky enough, sometimes it's not. If it is sticky enough where it will go inside and hold it, then push it all in there. Okay, so now all I'm going to do is, because I'm a perfectionist and it drives me crazy, use my small scissors. And that's it. So it's like a little ring. Okay. So now, take your washi tape. See, I should have cut it a little bit wider. It is a little, I'm actually going to do it this one because it's round about the same width. No, none of them are small enough. I'm going to do it. Sorry guys. I'm going to do it a little bit wider. It's just a little bit too thin. Like I said, it doesn't really matter because it's all going on the same way. It doesn't really matter. But you don't want those edges to like crease, so you want to make sure that they're on there good. Like that. Even if you want, you can cut the end off a little bit because you're only going to roll it, so you can make it about 2 inches long. Around about 2 inches long. Okay. Instead of having that extra roll on the inside. There you go. There is your mini roll. Give it a good press. There we go. Now, it's good to use masking tape too, because at least when you peel it off, depending on how long it's sitting on there, it won't rip your paper. Usually it doesn't, so it's good to do that. Okay, just a little tip for you. Try and get that piece of tape on there as even as you can. There we go. Now start rolling your paper on there. I apologize guys, my nerves are really bad today. Some days are good and some days aren't. Okay, so you want to get that on there as even as possible. And I have butter fingers, so it doesn't help. And I'll show you how you can hold it on there. Hope you guys don't mind that it's a little bit of a long video. As I said, I'm just trying to show you guys a few tips on things that you can do. And there you go. Your washi tape is on there. And all those little paper clips you have, that's what you can hold it on with. Don't use tape. As I said, sometimes the tape will pull it apart. So you don't want to use tape to hold it together. When you're putting it on the roll, that's fine because you can snip off that little end. It's not a big deal. And again, I have butter fingers today. Just everything seems to keep slipping out of my hands today. So there you go. Done. Isn't that easy? Nice and simple. So simple to do. Amazingly simple. I'm going to do that with this because this is a little bit thicker. It's really thick cardstock type paper. So I'm just going to do that. And I want to make sure, because I have the sparkles on it and it's a thicker paper, I just want to make sure that it is going to stick really well. And you will get a little bit of a buckle, but that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. All that matters is that it's going on the roll. And then you can put if your fingers will fit, 1 or 2 fingers inside the roll. Pull it as tight as you can. Take your paper clip and hold it down. There you go. And it ain't going nowhere. Okay, guys? So there you go. There's a few, as I said, a few examples of what you can do with handmade washi tape. Homemade washi tape. Okay? Like, don't you just love this? I love this. I so love this. It's just amazing what you can do. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you guys end up doing this, sorry, if you guys end up taking part in trying this out, let me know. Send me some pictures so I can see what it is you guys created. If you did it with clothing or material of any kind, or laces or trims, or you know, anything. You can do it with anything. Yeah, so send me some pictures. I'd love to see what you guys have created with this idea. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a good night, and give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you guys think. Leave me a comment, share, like, thumbs up, subscribe. I'd love to have some more subscribers. And if there's any ideas that you guys would like to see me do, let me know. Leave me a comment. And if I can't do it, I'll figure out how to do it. That's how I am. Alright. So have a good night, guys. Be creative as you want. Excuse me, sorry. Stay creative as you are. Have a good night.